Yes, guys, welcome back to another show. How is everyone? Hope everyone's doing well and having a great week. So this is our Premier League preview, guys. Looking at all the Premier League games this coming weekend. I hope everyone's doing well. Don't forget, guys, please hit the like button on this video, guys. Even when you watch this live or you go back to it after this is recorded, go and hit the like button, guys. Every like matters, guys. Every like really does matter. So please hit that like button. And subscribe if you've not subscribed as well, guys. I really, really would appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys. And I hope everyone's having a great week into the weekend, guys. The weekend is upon us. That only means one thing, football and lots of it. The Premier League is back this weekend, guys. Lots of good games to look forward to. We're going to bring you live. I'll be here tomorrow night, obviously, Saturday night, 7:45, for the watch along between Liverpool and Spurs at Anfield. My Tottenham video is up now, so go and check that out, guys. I was joined by Chris by Let's Talk Tottenham YouTube channel. Great guy. I was on his show earlier today as well. Yeah, great guy. Check it out, guys. It was on the channel yesterday, 7:30 last night. So if you have not seen it yet, go and check that one out, guys. It was a good show. Good show, talking everything about the Liverpool and Spurs game. So I won't go too much into depth of the Spurs game in this preview, but we're going to be looking at all the Premier League teams this weekend. But I hope everyone is doing well. And I hope everyone's looking forward to this, guys, because it's going to be a packed weekend of football. Got quite a lot of games. I don't think there's a 12:30 kickoff tomorrow. No, there ain't. There's no 12:30 kickoff tomorrow. There's no 12:30 kickoff tomorrow, so that makes a definite change. No 12:30 kickoff. I'm not quite sure why there's not 12:30 kickoff. I'm looking here now. Yeah, 3 o'clock kickoff. So we've got Brentford and Southampton, Burnley and Aston Villa, Chelsea and Wolves, so that could be a good game. Crystal Palace and Watford, Brighton and Manchester United will be your 5:30 game. And then Liverpool, Tottenham at 7:45 on BT Sport. So, yeah, weird one. I don't know why it's not a 12:30 one this Saturday. And then on Sunday, you got the Arsenal Leeds game at 2 o'clock, Leicester versus Everton at 2 o'clock, Norwich versus West Ham at 2 o'clock. And then the next game, I will be bringing you on the watch along on Sunday at 4:30, Manchester City versus Newcastle, because I am very, very, very intrigued by that. T in the house. T, you can come on, mate, if you like. I can send you the link. You guys kick off in the evening instead. Yeah, it's a weird one. Big up, Kevin. Hope you're good, mate. I think they might be getting maybe testing for view figures. Oh, yeah, more than likely. Demo in the house. Big up, Jamie. Big up yourself. Just T, if you're available, you want to come on, man, you can come on if you like. Have a chat about these weekend games. More than welcome. I can send you the link. It's not a problem. But yeah, looking at it, it's going to be a good weekend of football. I can't wait. I mean, there's some good games on Saturday. The Chelsea Wolves one probably stands out a bit. Brighton, Man United. There's some dead games there as well, ain't there? Is there a more dead game in football at this time of year than Brentford versus Southampton? Like, literally, is there a more dead game in football right now than Brentford versus Southampton? I mean, who the hell? Sweet T, I'll send you the I'll send it in your DMs, man, on Twitter, okay? And you can jump on. Sweet. Awesome, my man, awesome. Yeah, Brentford Southampton, guys. That is a completely and utter dead game, if you ask me. Dead game. Even Brentford and Southampton fans must be like, yeah, you know what? We're not going to watch that one. We're not going to watch that one. Even we don't care about it. Both teams are on the beach. Both teams don't care. They're going to finish where they are this season. Brighton, Man United, that's another interesting game. Brighton are terrible at home. Man United are terrible. So that's the 5:30. I bet Sky Sports are like, great. BT Sports get Liverpool, Tottenham with everything to play for. And we get Brighton, Man United. And then obviously Palace and Watford. That's a big game for Palace for their top 10 credentials. Should be 3 points for them in that game. And Chelsea Wolves is an interesting one. Wolves are a bit in a slumber at the moment. Not really, not really. They're in a sticky situation. What Wolves, ain't they? Maybe not quite can get into Europe, but can't be finishing that low in the league. So, yeah, that's going to be an interesting game. Really interesting game. Chelsea at this moment in time are falling to pieces, and Arsenal breathing down their neck. You know what I mean? Chelsea can definitely feel the breath of Arsenal players at this moment in time as well. And Arsenal got an easy game for me at home against Leeds on Sunday afternoon. Mitch in the house, my friend. How you doing, Mitch? Hope you're doing well, my man. I'll jump on, bro. Give me 5. Yeah, T. So I DM'd you in your Twitter, my man. The link's in your Twitter. Jamie, if we win the Champions League, it's going to go down with Alisson scoring that header. Oh, yeah, massively. Chelsea are missing Kante, Jorginho, I think probably Kovacic. Yes, that's a big shout, Kevin. They are missing quite a few players now, aren't they? I mean, Kovacic is such a big one for them. He's their best midfielder for me this season, has been Kovacic for Chelsea. And Jorginho's just terrible. How the hell he came third in World Player of the Year and the Ballon d'Or, I will never know. Kante, he looks like his legs have gone a little bit. Yeah, Chelsea have got it's not all great for Chelsea at this moment in time, is it? It's going down a bit. And as I say, Arsenal breathing down their necks. Big up John Moore in the house as well. Hopefully City playing extra time and Champions League defeat will affect them in Champions League. Bionic Bear 87. Big up Bionic Bear 87. That's a quality name. Hope you're good. Yeah, hopefully Bionic Bear. I mean, City, that's the thing that I talk about, guys. This weekend is could be a very, very important weekend so far this season, because obviously Liverpool had their game against Villarreal. Look, it was first leg was comfortable, 2-0 victory. We'll go to their place at what is it, Alicante? It's near Alicante, Villarreal, I do believe. And small little city. I think there's only like 50,000 population, small little atmosphere. Villarreal fans are beautiful. Got to give it up to Villarreal fans, guys. Villarreal fans are fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. One to a man, they were absolutely great on the night. Beautifully supportive. Their justice for 97 flags as well. Now, Villarreal, massive respect to Villarreal fans. Definitely big respect to them. And they caused a little bit of shock in the first half, but we did what we had to do, won the game in the second half. And I don't think we exerted that much energy. But Manchester City throwing it away yet again. Is there anything more joyful in life than watching Man City throwing another European trophy away in a season? It's nothing more joyful, guys. How many billions does Pep Guardiola need to spend for Manchester City to win this Champions League? Bottled it. I don't care what anyone says. They bottled it. They got no mentality in Europe. 0. You're 1-0 up with literally 2 minutes of normal time remaining before you've even hit injury time. Why are you not playing balls into the corner? Why are City not playing balls diagonally into the corners and just holding the ball up there for a minute or two? They've got the players who can do that far easily. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to waste time, Man City. They have no idea. And you can see the difference when Real Madrid took the lead. Real Madrid started to waste time, fall on the ball, get little fouls, go down forever, do substitutions in the right time. I mean, Pep should have been doing a substitution on the 89th minute, stopping the game of play, anything. And they probably would have gone through, but they got no mentality, guys. 0 mentality. And they deserve everything they got, and they're out. And tell you what, it's a big blow to Man City, if you ask me. Going away, I know they're at home to Newcastle, but it's a big blow, mentality-wise. Look, I don't care what City fans and City players and whatever they tell you, the Champions League is what they wanted to win this season by anything. By anything, they wanted the Champions League. And this is going to hurt them. It's going to hurt them big time. And I'm going to bring in my good friend, Tariq. Tariq talks, my man. How you doing?
Yes, Jamie, man. Thanks for inviting me on. I'm doing good. How about yourself, man?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I had I was on a Spurs channel earlier talking everything Spurs, and it was nice and pleasant. To be fair, it was nice and pleasant. We haven't got a rivalry though, so it was.
Yeah. Now you're talking to a proper, the
There
best
you
side
go,
of
yeah.
North London.
They didn't
That's what
like
you're
you
looking
guys too much, though. I'll have to tell you.
at. I didn't think they would. I didn't think.
How you been? You been good?
Yeah, man, I'm good, and I'm just happy that my club are competing for something at this point in the season because
Definitely.
this is what we love and this is what we watch football for. Of course, we'd like to be where you are, competing for 3 more trophies to add to the trophy you've already got. Every fan's dream, but as long as you're competing for something, and in the process of trying to get to your level, hopefully soon in the upcoming years. But yeah, man, I'm excited for it. For our games, maybe not the others, like you mentioned, Brentford versus Southampton.
Oh man, it's a dead game, isn't it?
Even Brighton versus United. Oh.
Yeah. I think Sky thought they were getting a bit of a game when they got that earlier in the fixture in the season, but
That's true.
That's absolutely dead. I've got a question here from one of my regulars, Demo. He says, Arteta getting a new contract, positive or negative? Now, you're an Arsenal fan, you can answer that.
I'm not, Jay, you know what I'm like, and you know my thoughts. But yeah, I'm very positive about it because it was going to happen anyway. These talks were spoken about in January. I don't know if you're how clued up you was at that point with Arsenal news, but he flew out to America at a game. I think it was an ice hockey game, and he spoke to the Cronkies, and Stan and Josh were there, the owners. And people thought that would maybe to do with last minute deadline deals because it was towards the end of January. But I think that was more to do with his contract. And then the rumors started circling that he's going to receive a new contract. And yeah, I'm positive about it because I'm one of the Arsenal fans who I think he has done a good job in terms of what he has had to do and had to battle behind the scenes, not just solely on the pitch, but having this new rejuvenated feeling at the club. It's the intangibles of football, which I know you Liverpool fans for sure would know about, because you can't and just having that culture and really resetting it, but also having a new on the pitch, looking at it in having new young players who are overachieving. Because let's be honest, where did you Jamie, where did you predict Arsenal at the start of the season? Can you remember?
6th, I think.
6th. So yeah, and that we may get there, and we could still finish 6th, but then it's on target. But
you've done well. You've done well this season.
Exactly, and given the circumstances, because when you predicted that, and not a lot of people have spoken about this, we had Aubameyang in the side. Imagine if I was going to say to you that Aubameyang was going to have a poor season, half a season again, we're going to sell him and not replace him, then you would have certainly went lower.
Oh yeah, right? Definitely. No, you've done well.
Exactly, and looking at him for those points of view, you have to look at it and say he's doing a fantastic job. So it's nice to see, and yeah, regardless of if we finish in the Champions League or not, for myself, because there has been progression and progress there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So yeah, you're doing well there. You're doing well, and Arteta, he gets some things wrong, but he's a young manager at the end of the day, still learning his craft. He's just learning it at the highest end in football that you can do it in the Premier League. So,
yeah,
it will come a cropper at times and he will learn from it. So, you just got to trust the process, unlike a certain Manchester club who ain't got a clue how to do that. John Moore in the house, he's going 2-1 Newcastle. It's happening. John, I wish I had your positivity. But John put a massive bet on at the beginning of the season that Liverpool go do the quadruple. And he just cashed out the other day. I think it was 1,500 quid or something. He cashed out, and
wow,
yeah, because we're just a bit worried for John losing all that cash out if Man City keep winning their games. So
yeah,
we just hope we ain't fucked him up now. And Liverpool win the quadruple. He won't talk to me ever again, will you, John?
Yeah, John, you have to let me. What do you know how much he's losing out on if you do win the quadruple?
35, I think. I think it was 3,500. So 1,500 cash out. But
I mean, it's not bad.
He's got kids and that, so I mean, it's good money. It's good money. Big up John Moore. You're funny on Coppish, yeah, John's the man. Newcastle can't help us falling City. Demo, where's the positivity? Not focusing on the league now or the FA Cup. My eyes are firmly fixed on number 7. Yeah, I'm a bit like that as well. I just want to destroy Real Madrid, especially after they put number 14 t-shirts on after.
Oh yeah, in the semi-final, I
Talk
couldn't
about
believe
taking
that.
the piss. You do know you got Liverpool in the final. It's like
That's more motivation for you guys, though.
Yeah. I just
that
whacked that up in the changing room before the game. You know what I mean? Just like that's it. Back at you, Wallace, mate. Big up Mitchell, mate. You're good. Everyone loving each other in the chat. That's what I like to see. It'll be even better seeing United do the same. Yeah, United. Yeah, United are shocking, aren't they? I don't blame all on the players, no, exactly. Wilson and Trippier back in full training in for Newcastle. Wilson more likely to play on Sunday against City. Callum Wilson's been a massive miss for Newcastle. Very good player. Demo Gray, the last man who got a contract extension after finishing second in the league, left Man United in 8th when he was.
Yeah, but I don't think, you know what? Yeah, because I've seen a bit of that from the people that want him out, Demo. And it's not similar in that ways, because even outside of the fan base, even outside of the club, a lot of people can recognize. Oh, wow. A lot of people can recognize that he's doing a good job outside of the place. Whereas we all knew with Ollie, I think the only people that wanted him in were outside of the club in that way. And the people within the club that wanted him in, yeah, you could tell they were blinded by the emotion. But as Jamie said, and I've spoken to a lot of fans, and they're saying, yeah, we can see progression under this manager. So it's interesting to see.
Right, let's get to some of these games. All of this shit. Let's get to some of them. Brentford versus Southampton. So Brentford are at home. Their last match was the 11th of January. Southampton winning that 4-1 that day.
Wow.
They're head-to-head. Obviously, they've only played one time. That's the only time they've only got. Obviously, only played once in the Premier League, and Southampton winning that 4-1 back in January when, Brentford. I think that was when Brentford just going on a bit of their slip, weren't they?
Yes.
They were losing games left, right, and centre at that time, and
I think Tony picked up an injury close towards that point.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he was actually playing. I'll have to have a look. No, he was playing in that game. He played in that game with Mbumba.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Benarat getting the goal, then Fernandez own goal, Baraka and Che Adams getting the 4th for Southampton in January. Oh, this is quite a lot of game. T, what are you going for? Because this is quite a lot of game for Predict, to be fair.
See, I've gone for a 2-1 Brentford win. I think Brentford, they're a different side now. A lot of momentum. I know they lost to Manchester United in their last game, but looking at it now with Eriksen being added into the side, they're at home, that home crowd. It's a dream season for them in the Premier League. It'll be interesting to see what happens next. Is second season syndrome going to kick in for them? Because it usually does with new sides, or especially the new Premier League teams who haven't been here for a while, but for Brentford's case, not at all. So I think they'll win this one. And Southampton have been in a rocky spell. And if it wasn't for that win against us, I mean, they would arguably be in a relegation battle right now.
Totally. Right, I've got a little fact for you. Southampton have won their last 2 Premier League matches in London, beating both West Ham and Tottenham by 3-2 scoreline. The Saints haven't won 3 consecutive top flight matches in the capital since March 1985.
Wow.
So there's a bit of a and that's coming to an end because I think Brentford to go win 1-0. I'm going to go 1-0 Brentford. I think I just don't see Southampton. They're the strangest team in the Premier League for me. I've never seen a team get battered 9-0 and then come back 2 weeks later and go on a winning streak. It's just they're a weird side, but I will give it up to Ralph Hutton, who I think is a tremendous coach, and he's doing a good job at Southampton under zero money in investment in that club.
They've got new owners now at Southampton, so
maybe hopefully they can push on.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
How did Christopher? How you doing, my friend? Very good, Luca. How you doing? Look with a new picture, looking snazzy.
Big up, Luca. Yeah.
Brentford game hurt still. We would be top. Yeah, I know. 3-3. Fuck them.
I know, right? But Jamie, question: is there any Southampton player? Because I know you like Southampton, Liverpool. So, would you take anyone out of this current squad?
I think we've bled them dry now. I think we've taken all the quality.
What about
I
you
think,
guys in the chat? Let us know. I would say
yeah,
Tino
go for it.
Livramento, mate. I know he's out with a big
I
knee
think he's still
injury.
a Chelsea. Is he still a Chelsea player?
No, he's not. He
No, I
actually got
think
sold.
he got
But
sold.
Brozier's a Chelsea
Brochus,
player.
yeah, he's a
Yeah.
Chelsea player, isn't he? Big up, Rod. So you're good, my man. The patience from Hassel will pay off in the long run. Yeah, says Mitch. Big up, Mitch. Look at the new picture with the Mrs. Mitch. Beautiful, beautiful, Mitch. Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, Brentford just they've done all right this season for me. They had their second season hoodoo in the middle of their first season, didn't they? So they started really well, and then in January they just went completely kaput, and then they sort of brought it back the last few weeks, didn't they? And now they're perfectly safe. So Thomas Frank's done a good job there. I loved how he rubbed it into Man United as well in his interview. So I'll always be, always love Thomas Frank for that, no doubt about it. But Southampton players just don't. Yeah, Liverpool's okay. Nothing that. No, we've bled and dry. We've got all the best out of there already. Let's get on to the next. Another game. This is a massive, massive game for Burnley. Burnley, Aston Villa. Now, I've been talking about Aston Villa for a while now, especially on my channel, and to other people want to know that Aston Villa have got no pace in their side whatsoever, have they? Are they the slowest team in the Premier League?
I mean, yeah, especially without Leon Bailey, because he's probably the only player that you can think who's got real pace in those wide areas. But yeah, I think so. Ollie Watkins is quick, but they're creative players in Coutinho, Buendia. They're not the quickest, and they don't look like they can hit you on the counter attack in that way. I think, they're not looking that quick to thinking about it. Their fullbacks aren't particularly quick either.
No, that's what I've been saying. They're quite easy to play against.
And pace kills. Let's look at you guys. Diaz, Mane, Salah, just like what Andrew's saying there.
It's madness. Saying big up to Andrew as well. Michael McMahon. No chance. So if I am McMahon, it's just Vinnie Mac, ain't it? Right, love the show. Keep up the good work.
What about Tony?
What
about Tony? There was a player called Tony McMahon. I think, yeah.
No idea. Who plays 2 number 10s? It's mad. Oh, I know. It is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Villa, I just don't. They play Coutinho and Buendia together, and it's just. It's. I look at their team and I get their squad. I look at their squad right now. Matty Cash, I like, good player. Konza, good player. Mings, utter shit. Callum Chambers, utter shit. Ashley Young, he's about 53 years old. Lucas Digne, always injured. Courtney Howes, never heard of. C. Swinkles, what a name. Never heard of him. Douglas Luiz, he's not even Brazilian. I need to see his passport. John McGinn, who I actually rate. I think he's a very good player. Buendia, I think he's a good player. It's just that him or Coutinho shouldn't be playing together. It should be one or the other for me.
Yeah.
Jacob Ramsey, he's got a bright future. And then they got a lot of trash in between all that. And then they got Danny Ings, Bailey, Traore, and Ollie Watkins up top.
What was that Wally Watkins you called him?
Wally Watkins, yeah, Wally Watkins. He's a statue, ain't he? Oh my God, what a terrible footballer. He's just a statue. He doesn't move. He's not very athletic. Look, he's a decent player, don't get me wrong, but Stevie's got a big job at Villa, if you ask me. I think Stevie's got a massive job at Villa. Looking at that squad, it needs a lot of refreshment. And if I was Stevie, I wouldn't buy Coutinho. He's apparently available for 40 million. I wouldn't buy him. It's not worth it. You keep Buendia. You might as well keep him. Let Coutinho go back and put that 40 million on play. You need a centre back. They desperately need a centre back.
If you have a look at the age of their squad as well, Jamie, they're quite old. A lot of these players are in their prime, or they're about. Well, you expect them to be a lot further up the pitch. So even the ones that Steven Gerrard has signed, Luca Dean, that's a short-term player. Coutinho, Callum Chambers, Danny Ings, short-term. I know he didn't sign him; he was at the start of the season. But a lot of these players, you expect them to hit the ground running. And there's not much that upturning value. This is probably their peak as a team, so they need to really pull the plug on that again. Villa, they haven't spent that Grealish money well.
No, they haven't at all. They haven't at all. And Burnley and Villa have got played 8 times, 4 draws, 2 wins apiece, 1 draw at home, 1 draw at home, 1 draw away, 1 draw away. So yeah, got quite an even record, these two, surprisingly. And so their last 5 meetings, going back to 2015, when they lost, Villa lost that 1-0. Then 2019, Villa 2-2 with Burnley. And then Burnley lost at home 2-1 in 2020, on New Year's Day. December 2020, they 0-0, Villa at home. And then Burnley winning their last game in January of 2021. Burnley winning 3-2 against Aston Villa. So, yeah, because they're playing these two twice, ain't they? It was a quick succession, if I remember rightly.
Yes, I think so.
They're playing
I think you're
twice
right.
in the next 3 weeks or something like that, or next 2 weeks. I think they play
Yeah.
Burnley. They play each other to set weekend, then a game, and then each other again. Because their game
they got
COVID,
Liverpool.
I think, wasn't it?
Villa got Liverpool. On
next
Tuesday.
week. Yeah, and then they play again. Yeah, I mean, who are you going for in this one? And it's a tight one. Burnley are playing well though. Michael
It's got to be
Jackson.
Burnley for me, man.
Michael
Yeah,
Jackson,
MJ's doing it. And MJ's got no, I'm not going to do it. I was trying to think of a song joke.
There's plenty of jokes there, ain't there?
You just can't stop till you get enough, can they, Burnley, at the moment? But yeah, so he's doing a very good job. And Ben Mee, do you know what I'm saying? So they're very good. They got that camaraderie there at Burnley. And as you said, you know how Burnley are going to set up, and you need pace on the counter-attack in those moments where they're going to give it away. And Villa just don't have that. So Burnley will sit in their low block. They'll hit you on the counter-attack, go direct. I don't trust Mings. Mings is probably good when the ball's in the air. That's about it. When the ball's on the floor, that's not his game. But Cons has not had a great season. He's been in and out the side. Callum Chambers has started a few games, as well as Courtney Hawes. So I see Burnley winning this. I went for a 1-0 win for Burnley.
Yeah, I'll go with your 1-0 Burnley. I think for Burnley, they don't have to worry about the counter-attack with Villa because of the pace factor. That's why I think Villa are quite easy to play against at the moment. And you can play quite high against Villa and not worry about getting caught in behind. And I can see Burnley getting the points tomorrow. I see Burnley staying up as well. I think there's a certain team in Yorkshire getting relegated. Yeah, I went there. Mitch, Joe Gomez would light up Villa in the league. Joe Gomez would completely control that defence. Him and Konza would be phenomenal for Villa at the back. I don't want Gomez going anywhere, that's for sure. Villa players should be playing for their places. They know Stevie G will be doing a clean-out, massive clean-out. And like Bionic Barrier, 87 says, Villa Tuesday, Chelsea FA Cup Saturday. It's a massive week for the pool. It is. We'll get to that game in a minute. No worries about Liverpool. Yeah, Burnley 1-0. Easy stuff. This is an interesting game, too. I don't know how you feel. Chelsea, Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, obviously, you're around that neck of the woods, I do believe. And
yes.
Wolves have had a decent season, haven't they? They've had a decent season.
Better than what they'd get credit for outside of the people that know the club in and around the club. Yeah, my brother-in-law, he's a Wolves fan. And there wasn't high expectations of Bruno Lage because there's expecting a real transition in this side given Nuno. And this is very much still Nuno's players because Bruno, I don't think he actually wants to play a 3 at the back formation. That's a bit too pragmatic for him because what he's done at Benfica, he brought through the likes of João Felix and really made Benfica attacking and attractive to watch. So I feel that that's what he's going to end up doing. And he has done well with the squad that he's had because they're attackers. When they've had the injury to Pedro Neto and Pedence can't stay fit, Raul Jimenez, it's poor. It's a very poor attack, and the midfield has no depth. It's always João Moutinho, Ruben Neves, and if one of them's missing, their midfield completely drops. So they have poor squad depth. They have a decent defense, but once again, I don't think they're all the personnel that Bruno would want. So he has done well with them. They've fallen off in the latter part, but I think that's not a bad thing if you're trying to transition a squad because it really lets you know. Right, who do I want to keep and who do I want to move on rather than, papering over the cracks towards the end of the season and thinking, all right, let me give this person another shot and, you're stuck with him for another year or two.
I mean, yeah, you got it bang on. I mean, look at Wolves right now. They're 8th in the league. They're on 49 points.
Hmm.
They are, I believe, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're 5 points clear of Brighton in ninth. And they're 3 points behind West Ham in 7th, who now will be feeling the hurt and wanting to make sure they finish in that top 7 for Europe next season. So, Wolves could still possibly get European football next season. So it's going to be an interesting game. And Chelsea Football Club have fallen off the planet, and they're in danger of completely falling off altogether and not existing anymore. What is going on with Chelsea Football Club, T? What is going on with them at this moment in time?
I mean, I'm not. Apologies if there is any Chelsea fans watching, but I'm all right with it.
Go in. Who cares?
with the amount of stick that they've given me, champions of Europe, you'll never sing that. You see, forget it. Yeah, just like the old days, there's nobody here. That's all I've got to say. And that's at Chelsea. This is what happens. Easy come, easy go. Their success came easily for them. They had an owner, sugar daddy, buying them, and they were defending him as well, singing his name. And then obviously he's come out now and said that he hasn't asked for them loan repayments back. PR machine, etc. Exactly. Do you know what I'm saying? Why else are all these people dropping out of these bidding, like dropping out their bids when there's billions of pounds on the line? So yeah, this is what happens, and I'm all right with it. It's all turmoil at the moment. You took the mick out of us, so it's your turn. See, just like Merseyside, London will always be red.
Yeah, there you go. That's why we have tea on the show, guys. That's why. But no, you're back. Look, us Liverpool fans have had it up to it with Chelsea fans as well. We got told at the beginning of the season that we got to pray. Chelsea fans were saying pray for our rivals because we're going to win everything. We're going to win the Premier League. We've got the best squad in the league now. We've got Lukaku back. Don't you remember what Lukaku looked like in Manchester? You think he went to Italy? He went to Italy and all of a sudden look, I keep saying it. Lukaku's first touch is still in Milan. The man has not got a first touch. You can't be a world-class footballer and not have the bad touch he's got. He's an awful player, and 97 million pound they spent on him.
Yeah,
I remember the media as well. The media went so over the top. Lukaku's going to get golden boot. It's either him or Ronaldo. Credit Ronaldo's done well, but Lukaku, Jesus Christ, no.
And don't forget, Jamie, they try and talk a lot about Reece James versus Trent. A lot too much for my liking.
Always comes up. Everything's all correct with Chelsea. If owners are in a pocket or Putin, then shit happens. Yeah, big up, Martin. Big up. You're exactly right. Big up as well. Hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you're doing well. Guys, there's 17 of you in here right now. Go and hit the like button, guys. Look at that. T's here as well with his beautiful face. Go and give this a massive like, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll put T's channel into the chat in 1 second, guys, and go and subscribe to his channel as well. He's a great fella. Give him a subscribe as well. Yeah, Chelsea, look, they lost to Everton. All teams to lose to. Chelsea couldn't do one thing right all week last week, could they? Just beat Everton and end it. But no, they have to give them a lifeline. I hate them even more now. They have to give them a lifeline. And and Chelsea, I hear Chelsea fans the other day. I always scare you. I don't know about YouTube, but I always scare YouTube for football content all the time.
Of course,
all the rival stuff and all that. And I'm sitting there listening to Chelsea fans going, yeah, it's okay. We're just waiting for the final. We're just waiting until next Saturday when we play the FA Cup final and we'll beat Liverpool in the final. That's our season now. And the players know it as well. And you do know you're playing in the final, yeah? I mean, this is just not, you're not playing Wigan. You know what I mean? And you can't I don't know about you two, but you can't turn it on like that. The way they're performing at the moment, their performances, they can't just be in the head thinking, right, the season's done. We're going to finish top 4 no matter what, even if Arsenal catch us. We're going to finish top 4. And, the season's done for us. So just wait till the FA Cup final. That's our last game. That's our main game this season now. But for me, I don't know about you. You can't turn it on like that. The way they're performing at the moment, they're not scoring goals. They're conceding so many now as well. Where beginning of the season, they were watertight at the back, and everyone's already going on about, how many will Chelsea actually concede all season? And now they're like, I think they've conceded more than Liverpool, City, Wolves, and I mean they've just
Arsenal have won more games than them.
Arsenal have won more games than Chelsea this season. It's incredible. I mean, Arsenal have won 5 less games than Liverpool. How did that happen? That don't seem right, does it? I mean, it's an amazing stat. But I just think Wolves, for me, at this moment in time, this might be the perfect game for Chelsea to come back to after losing to Everton, because Wolves are just, I think they know they might not, if they get 7th, they're going to be well happy. It's Europe. Oh, well, it's going to be Conference League, but it's Europe at the end of the day. But they haven't got the squad to play twice a week, Wolverhampton Wanderers, even if they do business in the summer. So it might be better for them to finish 8th this season. And it's a great season, don't get me wrong. I had them going down at the beginning of the season. And look at them now, they're 8th in the league. So I think they know that, the players, and they've checked out. I don't know about you two. I think they've checked out. So I am going to go for a 2-0 Chelsea win.
Yeah, I went 2-1 to Chelsea. But once again, I think just want to add on that point when you said they can't just turn it on. And this is where I've said I think Liverpool will win the Champions League final, because Real Madrid have nothing to play for in terms of the league. And their players, even in just mentality mode, even if you play the same players, they're all on thinking about that Champions League now, whereas Liverpool are still within this title race. And when you're at that level, sharpness, mentally, it's more than anything else. Because they're like, I'm not saying Real Madrid, I can't deal with this, but all their thoughts is, and Chelsea is on one game now, and it's a while away for Real Madrid, and it has been a while away for Chelsea since they've hit that slump. You can't just switch it on like that. That's not how football works. You don't just bring a player out of the blue. Like even Van Dijk, who's probably who I think is the best centre back ever to play. By the way, I'm 23, so I haven't seen too many.
These guys in the chat to you go, I love you even more now. So just keep it up.
I know. Guys, Jamie knows my honest football opinions. I don't mind Liverpool. I'd rather you guys win it than any other team in and around.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying.
And I actually want you to do the quadruple just for Man United fans.
Oh, beautiful.
That's actually the real reason. But but honestly, I think like Van Dijk came off for a long layoff, and he wasn't right back at his best. He is now, but it took him a while. So I'm just an example of sharpness. It won't be there for Chelsea for that game, for the final. So it will. And have they got a midweek game as well, Chelsea?
I have no idea. I'll have a look. I have no idea. Let's get their fixtures.
I know you've got Villa on Tuesday.
Yeah, we got Villa on Tuesday. They got what day's the FA Cup final? 14th.
Saturday, quarter to 5 kickoff.
Yeah, they got Leeds on Wednesday.
Oh, and see, Leeds, they're going to be
they're away to Leeds. They're away to Leeds as well. That's another fight. Man, that's why Stevie's just going to tell Villa to lay down against us, isn't he? So it's just some guys say, half the Chelsea players are too busy planning their exit. Yeah, I mean, Rudiger's off, Azpilicueta's off, Christensen's off. I heard today Marcus Alonso's going to Barcelona.
Yeah.
They're getting Christensen and Alonso. I don't know what's happened. But I mean, I know you can't buy many players, but surely you can do better. Surely you can do. They're saying that Alonso, I don't actually think he's a terrible footballer, but in Spain, it might actually suit him.
Mm-hmm.
He might actually be all right out there, to be fair. But
it's not as physically demanding, though, is it? Like in terms of pace and power.
It's more about technique, ain't it? In Spain, I think he'll be all right out there. But Christensen, pillow feet, as I like to call it. Oh, Jesus Christ, what has happened to the great Barcelona, eh? What has happened to him? Mm-hmm. I think there are some problems with Tuchel and his man management. Bang on. No one mentions it enough. I think Tuchel gets away with it a bit. In all teams, DB, Paris, and now Chelsea, he's had problems with players and the dressing room. Yeah, at Dortmund, he fell out of everyone. PSG, everyone falls out of everyone at PSG. I mean, that's not...
Dortmund, too.
And Dortmund, yeah, he fell out with a lot of people at Dortmund. He fell out with a bang at Dortmund, if I do remember rightly.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, he has got a problem with attackers, hasn't he? I think all
he
fell out with his attacking players, and he don't... I think he's getting I personally think he's getting a light ride, Tuchel, because... You know, Klopp only has to lose one game. And it's like, Klopp is overrated. And then, Pep goes out of Champions League and, he's a bottle job, but he's still one of the greatest coaches of all time. But Tuchel, I think he just gets away with it all the time. I think they can't use what's going on in the background as an excuse, especially for the players leaving, because they've known since the summer, Aspilicueta, Rudiger, and Christensen were on 1 year left of their contract.
Yes.
So they've known it since the beginning of the season. So they can't blame that for now with them going. So yeah, I think he's getting a lot right. I think he's getting away.
And that's another thing where I don't with Chelsea fans. Another thing you need to get beaten with that stick. Talking about Tuchel and Klopp like the same breath. Come on, don't be disrespectful.
They rate that Chelsea fans at the beginning of the season were like Tuchel is just as good as Klopp. He's like equal, even better. And then someone said he had a better win rate than Klopp at Dortmund. But everyone brought up that Klopp won back-to-back league titles against Bayern Munich.
Exactly.
Which the last manager to win a league in Germany was Jurgen Klopp. That weren't Bayern Munich manager.
There you go. Come on,
everything, don't it? I mean,
he's competed with juggernauts in about 2 leagues now.
Yeah, exactly. And Martin says here, and this is where Jurgen ain't perfect, but he's like a father and a best friend. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I love the man like my dad, and I've never met him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that sort of bloke. I wouldn't swap him for anyone in the world.
No.
Mitch, if we'd done the Invincible next season, Tariq wouldn't have the same energy. No.
Mitch is bang on. Like you see, I can say this. I can say this to you guys.
I won't see for a while.
It's true. You've done it all then, Mitch. But if you won the quadruple, I can at least say, well, you won 4 trophies, but was you invincible?
You still got your Invincible.
I can hang on to that, Mitch. You are right.
That'd be something we'd be going for, I think, because it's definitely,
yeah.
I do think it's in Liverpool and Man City's. I mean, look at Liverpool. We've only lost 3 games in all competitions this season.
That's crazy, man.
Which is nuts. I mean, we lost 1-0 to Inter Milan, but we had the job done already. So,
and is that one of the 3 games?
Yeah, 2 in the league. Big up, Dave LSC chats. Hope you're good, Dave. Don't forget, guys, go over and subscribe to Dave. He's doing great stuff over in his channel. And yeah, fantastic fella. Jamie pumping out the content. Yeah, every day at this moment in time, I'm close to that 1K now. So.
Come on, people. Let's get him to 1K.
I've got to keep pumping it out. And while we're on a break of this, I just want to have a little say to some people out there. So a lot of people have subscribed to the channel lately. A lot of Liverpool fans subscribed to the channel, and I really appreciate everyone subscribed to the channel. And I gave them some comments saying they thought it was Liverpool content only because I do watch-alongs of the top 6, and I did the Man City watch-along against Real Madrid. You got to. And well, I'd like to tell them people, like I've told some in comments, I'll just tell everyone now that won't be forever. It's just me building up my channel so far and getting as much content out there as humanly possible. Because to just be a Liverpool only, everything Liverpool right now, I'm a new YouTuber, so I haven't got enough content to do that on its own. But that will eventually go. I will eventually just go into Liverpool only content. I'll just be doing Liverpool stuff every day, different things here, there, and everywhere. But till then, I'll be doing top 6 watch alongs. I'll do every single Liverpool watch along. I do a special. I'm the only person who does a post match calling show after every single Liverpool game. I do Liverpool previews, Liverpool post match, and then I do Prem previews like this. So for everyone wondering, don't worry. It will be a full-time Liverpool channel eventually. I'm just building up my content at the moment and building up my channel, and then eventually I will shift over to that, guys. So just to let you know right now. So don't you guys worry. It's just a process. It's just a process. Arsenal were invincible, but Liverpool are unbelievable. There you go, Dave. Clue is in the name. It's James Phillips Football Chats. I don't exclusively watch Liverpool. I watch lots of football. Big up Mitch. Big up Dave. You guys are all great. You guys are all great. Pep is a checkbook manager. He'll only manage clubs with a huge budget. There's a lot of talk about that so far, ain't there, too? I mean, you look at Pep's career, Barcelona. Now, with Barcelona, he wasn't such a checkbook manager at Barcelona. He just had he had everything fall at his feet at Barcelona. Let's be fair. And you got to thank Frank Rijkaard for a lot of that as well beforehand. He brought your Messis through. He brought your Ronaldinho's, and he started it. Yeah, Pep took it over, and that 2011 Barcelona team might be the greatest club side I've ever seen.
Yeah.
without a shadow of doubt. The way they destroyed Man United in the Champions League final, and even Alex Ferguson after it said, "I've never seen anything like it. There's nothing I could have done. Like zero. I mean, it's just they're that good." Goes to Bayern Munich. He went there when I can't remember the fella's name now. He won the treble. Pep had the year out. Went to Bayern Munich. Obviously dominated the league, but if you're a Bayern Munich manager, you should dominate the league. Let's be fair. You get all the best players from Leipzig and Dortmund every single bloody year, and you monopolise the league. Didn't do anything in Europe. I mean, he got smashed by Real Madrid, if I remember rightly.
Yeah. At the
Absolutely
Allianz
humiliated.
Arena as well.
Yeah, he got humiliated by Real Madrid. Man City manager, look, Man City have got no European heritage. So European heritage is a real thing, by the way. You saw that at Real Madrid the other night. It's a real thing. European heritage is a real thing, and it drives you on. That's why Liverpool is so good in Europe. It just drives. Even when we were crap in 2005, we won that Champions League because of European heritage, and it drives you on. But City, look, the teams they've lost to, Lyon, Monaco, Liverpool, when we were just starting out under Klopp, they were better than us at the time. Tottenham frigging Hotspur. You know, the teams they've gone out to in Europe, you've got to look at Pep. And I've said it once and I'll say it again, I've never seen Pep's team do a massive comeback.
That's a good point. I'm trying to think. Is there any?
I've never seen a big comeback from Man City ever when they're down. Now, when and his in-game management sometimes goes a little bit missing. Sometimes, let's be fair, he doesn't need it after time because his pre-game tactics are so good they just annihilate everyone.
Yeah.
But when it's going wrong for City, they haven't got a lot of. I just never seen them have a massive comeback under Pep Guardiola. I can't remember one. I cannot remember one.
I don't think there is. That's why, Jamie. And I actually agree with you in a way, because with the other Champions League games, I did blame Pep. I don't actually think this one was Pep's fault against Real Madrid.
I think heritage of Real Madrid. Yeah,
I think that's a big factor. The heritage, as you said, the European heritage, and it is a big thing because when it comes to football, I'm very much championing a lot about mentality for myself. So even if you play for Liverpool, Real Madrid, AC Milan, etc., you're going to have belief in these games, and you're going to be able to go through these difficult moments because you know what you're representing, years worth of heritage. Whether at Man City, you're there like trying to generate and make history. The all onus is on you, and that's why I thought like Kevin De Bruyne, he had a poor performance in my eyes. To the levels that Kevin De Bruyne is, he got into some good positions. They didn't tell. And I think the players individually have to take a lot of the slack, like Jack Grealish coming on. You're £100 million player. I don't expect you to play well every week. Mo Salah, Mane, the likes of don't play well every week. But even when they're not playing well, what do? Put the ball in the back of the net in the moments. You were awful against Villarreal, but you still ended up winning 3-2.
Exactly. It's the mentality thing, as you say. It totally is, and I don't think I've said this now. I said this yesterday. I don't think City will win the Champions League till Pep leaves, which is weird. Liverpool had the same sort of thing under Bill Shankly. We couldn't win the European Cup, but we were ready to. We were on the cusp of it. I remember my dad always telling me. Then Bob Paisley took over, and he just kept going what Bill Shankly already did. And he won 3 European Cups, Bob Paisley, which is an amazing achievement. Won 2 back-to-back. And it's just, I think, when I look at City and I think Pep is a quality, I'm not going to diss Pep. I think Pep is one of the greatest coaching minds in football ever. I mean, he must be horrible to work for and to live with, I'm telling you. I bet he just talks football and tactics 24/7. Where Jurgen Klopp, he don't. I mean, I remember when we lost to Real Madrid in the Champions League. That night, he took all the boys to the pub. He's in the pub singing and dancing with all the Liverpudlians in the pub out there and everything, because it just takes your mind off it. You don't want to talk about football after, do you? You want to talk about something else. But yeah, I think Pep must be a bore to live with, my man. Pep is a car salesman in a Ferrari showroom. Well up, Dave. Covering the top four is good. Can get a top four panel once a week. Doesn't have to be exclusive to Liverpool, in my opinion. Cheers, my man. LVC85 Costa in the house. Pep went to places with good foundations. I place at Marino over Pep. Shout, Costa. Big shout there. I'm an LFC fan, Italian national team, diehard fan since I was 6 years old, now 46. PS, no problem if there will be content not only about Liverpool, but LFC or Premier League or even more. Football is our religion. Yeah, big up, Martin. Thank you very much. I like all this. Pep was in PSG too. He hasn't gone PSG yet, but I think that'll be the next club. Big up, big up. In the Prem, City have won when they needed to win in the Prem. Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's muscle memory. It certainly is, Mitchell. Pep don't have checkbooks because he don't have a plan B. Most of his 99% is plan A working. Yeah, exactly. A bit like Klopp. We all say Klopp, sometimes say Klopp don't have plan B, but his plan A works so well, same as Pep. Sometimes don't need it, do you?
But I mean, he does have a plan B though. Like when you won the Champions League, you had players missing, didn't you? So and you had to call upon Divock Origi, even in the last Mersey. Exactly. So there is plan Bs there.
It's Lord Origi, T. It's Lord Origi.
Apologies, disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like, keep me out.
But 1% anyways, he's one of the best managers ever. Pep is, yeah. I mean, I can have a little laugh at Pep, but at the end of the day, he's still quality, ain't he? Yeah. Whereas LFCs are far better than Man City at scouting and its transfers. I can understand how Man City spend more than $1 billion, but have only one striker this season in his roster. It's a big point. That is one thing. Before we get to the next games, with Man City, when they kept saying, and the media say all the time, City have done worked so well without no recognised striker. What's Gabriel Jesus? Is he a left back?
It's true, man.
Is he a left back? Gabriel Jesus is a striker. He plays through the middle. He plays number 9 for Brazil. He's a striker. Only because you don't want to play him up front and play him on the wide areas doesn't mean you haven't got a striker. Liverpool really haven't got a striker. We just got forward players that score goals. But, Bobby Firmino, when he was a false nine for all them years, what a real striker. So, yeah, it's just, I mean, I don't even think they're going to get Haaland now. And Mbappe staying at PSG. So,
is that come out?
Night? Yeah, last night. Came out last night that PSG, it looks like he's going to sign a 2-year deal with PSG.
So what do you think for Haaland then? Where do you think he's
going? Well, Real Madrid need a striker. So,
true.
For me, they've got to be looking at Haaland. I think Haaland would want to go to Real Madrid as well. That'd be massive.
That's true. Oh, yeah, maybe. But he's not going to replace Benzema, though, for what they need as a striker, though.
No, but Benzema, where is he? Benzema's 34. They've got to get someone in now and not replace him when it's too late. And Haaland's 22, ain't he?
Yeah. And I just feel, though, with Haaland, like, he'll struggle in the technical aspect.
I think he'll struggle at Man City. I've said this for a while now. Haaland likes teams where the ball's moved really quickly and very direct. Haaland would be perfect in a Liverpool team.
I was about to say that, yeah.
In Manchester City, they will pass the ball 40 times before it gets in the box.
Yeah. And Haaland, a little bit more intricate, isn't it?
Yeah, Haaland likes that fast-paced, direct style of football. That's what makes him so good. And he does that at Dortmund. They did that at Salzburg. That's why it's so good. And Norway doing that. Is it Norway? It is Norway, isn't it? And Norway do that now. They just get the ball and get it to Haaland as quick as possible. They don't mess about because that's how he likes to play. And I don't see he doing that. And especially with Pep, I don't think he'll change the way he plays with one player. Mm-mm. I mean, look at Aguero. Aguero almost left the club because he didn't play the Pep way. And then Aguero buckled down and changed his game entirely to stay with Pep. So, yeah, I don't know if it would work out quite well. He wasn't awful. We gave Villarreal a chance and then decided to play. Yeah, I've been saying that. It's like when a lion plays with its meal, ain't it? Just lets it run around for a little bit and then it knows it's going to kill it. But it just lets it run around for a little bit and then he kills it. And he said, that's what we did with Villarreal. We just gave it
I also think Villarreal, Unai Emery did what Unai Emery does and gets a 2-goal lead, sits back. Guys, I watched it multiple times at Arsenal. I can give you 2 games off the top of my head. Crystal Palace at home, 2-0 up, drew 2-2. Watford 2-0 up, drew 2-2, conceded 22 shots. Like, Unai Emery was the master at dropping a 2-goal lead. And he did sit back in the second half. And also, yeah, credit to Liverpool because you guys played. And you brought Luis Diaz on. He made a massive difference. And
signing of the
a bit
season.
more. But I put it in the chat while she was doing the watch along. I said, don't worry, Jamie. Second half, we'll come back. It's better.
And we just scored. And Diaz, as I say, for me, he's signing of the season. I just think he's just...
If you win, you know what? Even if you just win the Champions League, let alone the quadruple.
He's just been amazing. Paul says, didn't know Mbappe stand at PSG, Haaland to Real. Now, like you say, Jamie, that's a big blow for City if it happens. Yeah, I mean, it opens up another avenue, I think, because, you know, and obviously we've got to think of Mino Raiola in all this. Unfortunately, passed away, which is sad news. And, you know, what people might have thought of him, the man passed away as a human being. So we won't say anything bad on this channel about him. But he was the agent for, you know, Haaland and breaking them deals. And now I think Haaland might be looking at him for Real Madrid. He's now an option because everyone thought Mbappe Real Madrid was a done deal, and it looks like now he's staying at PSG. So it's gonna be an exciting summer, that's for sure. One more regarding Haaland is his health. He does get a lot of injuries. Last 2 seasons, he had a lot of minor injuries. The EPL playing will be more physical. I've said this for a while now. Haaland's a big man. He's what, 6'4", 6'5", tall. He's thick as well. He's built. You know, he's not lanky or skinny. He's got a thick set, ain't he? But he's quick. You know, he's got fast twitch muscles. And when you've got a body that big, getting the oxygen around that body, and he's getting a lot of injuries playing in Germany. You know, the Premier League is just, it's basketball, ain't it? It's back to front. It's just.
You got more competitions as well, not just in the Premier League. You got, you know, FA Cups, your League Cups. He probably won't play in that, but you know, Champions League, and then those on top. It's true.
And in the Premier League, you play Norwich City, and Norwich City will come and try and kill you. You know what I mean? They try, you know, they make it as competitive as they possibly can, unlike other leagues. Right, let's get these games finished. Palace, Watford, another one that's. Oh, look, I've got a soft spot for Palace. You know, they're. I don't live too far away, to be fair, without including my details. And they were the first game I watched at the stands. Liverpool, as a Liverpool fan, was against Palace. So I've got a soft spot for them, and I like Rich as well at Eagle Eye. He's a good bloke, and I'd love Palace to get a top 10 finish this season. Absolutely love Palace to get a top 10 finish. Obviously, Brighton is in 9th and they're catchable. So, you know, Watford, for me, are gone. Roy Hodgson against his team. I don't see Roy Hodgson putting up much of a fight against Palace. I'm going to go 3-1 Palace in this one. 3-1 Paris. Paris? Palace.
Yeah, I went 4-1 Palace myself. I think they will have a good bounce back. And they last minute winner against Southampton with Will Zaha. I think they'll end the season well and, you know, give more reason to, you know, push on next season.
Definitely. And Watford have definitely
gone.
5:30 game. Usually I do 5:30 watch-alongs, but I am not doing this game. There's
no chance.
There is no reason for me to do this game whatsoever. Brighton versus Man United. Now, Brighton are absolutely awful at home, but I think they got the 3rd best away record in the Premier League, Brighton.
Wow.
Which is nuts. Man United are just shit. And, it's going to be an interesting game because Brighton are a very decent footballing side. They're in 9th position at the moment, looking for their first ever top 10 Premier League finish, which would be amazing. Absolutely amazing. A massive scout for Graham Potter. I think really appreciate as a coach. He's got big things in his future. He's only a young man. He don't need to rush it. He's going to have a big future. Man United, on the other hand, now they go and get Ten Hag as their manager. They know things are going to be shaken up in the summer. A lot of players might be playing for their futures. Ronaldo still looking maybe for the golden boot. I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to go 1-1. I'm going to go 1-1 in this game. I think Brighton want that top 10 finish. I can never trust. And also, I'm never going to give a Man United win on my channel ever. So I can never do it. So yeah, I'm going to go 1-1 T.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Am I allowed? Am I allowed to say?
You can say it. It's not a
All
problem.
right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think United are going to win this because Brighton, as you said, their home record isn't great. And yeah, I don't, not because Man United are good. I just think Brighton will bottle it, unfortunately. But I do like Graham Potter massively. You've heard me talk about Graham Potter, like
Massive.
JB. Honestly, this guy's a real coach. We don't produce many coaches like that in England.
No.
No, you don't see tactical coaches who really have an understanding of the game, who can do it across all
and he's
different
coached
levels.
abroad as well, isn't he?
Yeah, and Osterson's won at the Emirates. So and Brighton, one of the few teams to take even a point off Liverpool.
They should have beat us, to be fair. They should have beat us. We're terrible on the day, absolutely terrible on the day. And I like Graham Potter. But yeah, you're all right going for your Man United win. I'll let you.
Sorry,
but obviously Man United won their last game at home 2-0. And looked quite good in that game, it has to be said. But yeah, I can't see United. Right, obviously, I've done my big preview for this, guys, yesterday. So everyone who wants to see the Liverpool Tottenham preview, I had Chris from Let's Talk Tottenham on my channel yesterday. So that video is on my channel, guys. So if you want to see a real hour detailed look at Liverpool versus Tottenham, go and check that out. We'll just go through this quickly. Liverpool Tottenham Hotspur at Anfield. 7:45 kickoff under the lights at Anfield on a Saturday night. For me, it's going to be a difficult game. This is our last hard game. This is it. After this, we're comfortable, in my opinion. But this is a difficult one. Now, Son is on fire at the moment, extremely clinical. Harry Kane's turned into a bit of a version of Shearer and Teddy Sheringham mixed into one at this moment in time. And Kulusevski's been a great signing for Tottenham on that left-hand side. They've got a good forward line. They score a lot of goals. I've said it yesterday. Tottenham like playing teams like Liverpool, Man City and Chelsea because Tottenham are better when they don't have the ball. Mm-hmm. If Tottenham have the possession of the ball and are allowed to dominate a game, that's when they're weak. But when they don't have the domination, Liverpool will have 60-70% of this ball on Saturday. There's no doubt about it. What Tottenham are going to do, what they did against Man City, in my opinion, they're going to play that six at the back and just 4 in front, and that's it, and then just leave, or just 6 at the back, then 2, and leave Son and Kulusevski out wide, nice and high. Kane will drop deep and try and play balls in over the top. That's Tottenham's game plan for me, and it will cause us trouble. I think we're going to have to go for a bit of hurt in this game personally, but I've gone 3-1 in this game. I think Spurs will score, but I just can't see any team keeping Mane, Salah and Diaz quiet. And if you do, then you've got Bobby Firmino, Jota, and Lord Origi on the bench. So it's just, I just think the momentum's with us at the moment as well. Momentum's massive in football, and Liverpool are flying at me. If you're a Liverpool player, it must be a joy going to work every day. And your gaffer's signed up as well. That's a massive thing as well for the players there. They know he's around for another 4 years still as well. It's not only great for us fans, having Jurgen Klopp for another 4 years. To play for him for another 4 years, if you're a player, must be amazing. So, yeah, I'm going to go 3-1. We're going to do the Gunners a favour. And I think we get the job done. But I think, I say 3-1, I don't think it'll be an easy 3-1. I think it'll be like, they might even take the lead and we get the goals back. It's going to be that cagey kind of game where we might have to go a bit of hurt, but we get the job done in the end. What do you say, T?
I agree. I think you've hit the nail on the head with that. I think 3-2, because I do think that Son will be very high, and I think Fabinho is going to have a huge game up against Harry Kane because he's not going to have to look after anyone else in that midfield because Kane drops so deep and Son will be the highest man forward running off the back of Trent Alexander-Arnold. So I do think they will grab 2, but it'll be one of those games, however much they score, you'll score again. I don't think it'll be a fluid performance from Liverpool because that's not what this part of the season's about. It's just about getting results. I think you'll win though, 3-2.
3-2, big T. So we got a few games left. We're going to get a couple out of the way with. Then we're going to leave Arsenal, Leeds, and Man City, Newcastle till last. That's T's here. We'll leave Arsenal till last. Right, Leicester versus Everton. Everton getting the big win against Chelsea. Now, their away form is diabolical. It's terrible. It's awful. Leicester just went out of Europe against Rome. Couldn't get into that European final. They've not had the best season, have they? Can they just finish off this season now in some good form going into the next season, T? What do you reckon in this game?
Do you know what? I don't think Leicester will, but I don't. As Sean Dyche said it, I just don't see Everton. I don't think they know how to win games away from home.
No,
I do think it will be a draw, though, which doesn't do Everton a favour, especially if the team's in and around them. I know there's a certain team that we'll get to with our fixture. I know what Jamie's kind of hinted his thoughts, but Burnley, they can grab a win. The pressure will be on Everton, and then Leicester with no pressure, they can probably do something under Brendan Rodgers with no pressure. And we know how Brendan Rodgers likes to play with no pressure. Because if there's pressure applied, then it simply falls apart. So I think it's going to be a draw, though. I went for a 2-2 high scoring draw.
Yeah, that's what I'm going. I'm going to go
What
1-1.
about Richarlison? Has that come out yet?
I don't think he's actually fit.
He's been because there's obviously with the Flair situation, isn't it?
Yeah. With that Flair thing. Yeah, he just got away with it. No one said anything. But Harvey Elliott got fined for just holding it and running a bit in the final. The man threw it in the crowd.
I know.
Well, I think he got injured, so I'm not sure if he's available for this game. But we got Mohammed. Hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you're doing well. Fuck Rich Arson anyway. I can't stand him. I'm going 1-0 in this game. I think Everton are safe now after beating Chelsea, and I can't stand to saying that because I want them gone. But yeah, I think they're going to be safe, and we'll get to that other team in a minute. Let's just get to the other game. Where am I? I've missed my team. Norwich, West Ham. Let's go through this quickly. Yeah. I think Norwich win this game. Mad as that seems, they're already relegated. They've got nothing to lose now. They've already gone. West Ham are going to be disappointed. I had that semi-final for me, and Cresswell doing what Cresswell. I don't know what absolutely madman let his team down, and I just feel that's going to really disappoint West Ham big time, and this game's come too soon for them. And I think Norwich already being relegated. It's quite a dangerous team to play, and we know Norwich can play some decent stuff at time to time. They're not the worst, but I just feel they get the victory. I'm going to actually go 3-2 Norwich in this game.
I've gone for the opposite. I've gone for a 0-0 draw. Yeah, I've gone for a low scoring 0-0 draw. I think it'll be a dead game.
Can't get any lower.
It's true, yeah.
Big up. So let's get to the final two. Right, let's get to the Man City game. Man City, Newcastle. Man City, right. I'm hoping this game's going to go two ways. Man City are utterly pissed off. Just turn up and destroy them 7-0. Or they are really down in the dumps. It's hit them psychologically. I can't say that in my new teeth. It's mentally fucked them. And they can't. I mean, it's so hard. Look, that Real Madrid game, they basically lost it in injury time. That is so hard to get over. Semi-final, second leg, when you're winning both games as well. And that's the first time they went in the lead over both legs. Was that win? Yeah. Was that game? And no, it's a crazy one. I just don't know. I'm hoping that it's the opposite, and City are feeling it a little bit, especially if Liverpool win. If Liverpool win, they go top of the league, 2 points clear. It's about 17 hours after that they play their game, and seeing Liverpool win, they've had the thing of what happened to them in the Champions League in the semi-final when they basically threw it away. It could come affect them. And Newcastle are a decent side, I saw Joe Linton the other day. He looks like he's hulked up 20 pounds. He's looked like he's beefed up a bit. He wants to fight everyone now. They're a decent side, and I'm going to go a 1-1 draw. I think this might be the game City slip up, I'm going to go 1-1 draw. And if they do, man, I'm coming live straight after full time. No way.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry. So, yeah, I'm going to go 1-0 and keep my fingers massively crossed till Sunday night and uncross them.
Unfortunately, again, I think the opposite. I think it's going to kick them on and they'll
Yeah,
smash Newcastle. I went
it's
for a
got to be
3-0
one or
win.
the other, ain't it? It's got to
Yeah,
be one or the other. It's
it is.
yeah, I'm just hoping it's the one. That's fine. Mitch in the house. If my club started turning up as soon as they were relegated, I'd be a new level of angry. You've been crap all season, go down crap. Yeah, exactly, Mitch. But that's what teams do. They're weird. Football teams are weird. They're relegated. They know they're relegated. Now you watch them turn up now and put on they'd be like Brazil 1970.
Oh yeah,
because they're relegated. It's madness.
because they're wearing
Ryan
yellow
in the
and green,
house.
isn't it?
Yeah. Ryan in the house. Newcastle, West Ham, or Aston Villa seem likely to beat Man City. Their spirit is toasted. Big up, Ryan. Well said, my friend. Well said. Right, let's go to the last game because T's the guest. He's a big gooner. So let's get to the last game. It ain't the last game of the weekend, but it's the last game on our preview in for T. It's Leeds versus Arsenal. T. What are you saying? I'll let you go on this, my man. Go for it.
At this point in the season, it's going to be a difficult one because Leeds, they have got something to play for. They're fighting against relegation and they have got a few more players back than when we last played them. I know Cooper, he may be out and that's going to be a big miss for them. I think they missed him last week on set pieces, especially against City. But I thought in that City game, they weren't 4-0 bad. But
I thought they were decent in the first half.
Yeah.
Leeds. I did that watch on for that, and when I watched it, I thought, Leeds should have scored 2 goals in that first half. They should have scored 2 goals. They are decent, but
and maybe they were the early signs of Man City. They're being out in the Champions League, but yeah, Leeds, they're not bad. They will fight, but with that missing piece of Liam Cooper at the back, are they defensively solid enough? I don't think so. Arsenal, momentum's on their side. I think we'll win. It won't be great. It won't be. I think similar to how you spoke about the Tottenham game is for you guys is. Yeah, you'll win. You'll score enough goals because your attack is just better than their defense, and that's the same for us, I think. So yeah, I went for a 2-1 win though. I think it'll be tight.
I think you get the job done. I think you win 3-0. I think you win 3-0.
Convincing.
Yeah, convincing as well. This Leeds team's gone. Guys. They're relegated for me. I've said it for a while now, guys. I've just put Tariq's YouTube channel in the chat, so click on that. It's right there. Go and click on that, guys, and go and give him a sub, guys. He's a great fella. And you see me over there from time to time as well. So
exactly, man. We've got plenty of stuff coming, especially towards the end of the season. We're gonna have a lot more like fantasy drafts and whatnot.
Yeah,
and Jamie.
That's what I'm going to do. Like, in the summer, I'm going to do loads of different shit in the summer just to keep up content because
the transfer window will do that anyway for you.
Yeah, exactly. And the football season may be finished, but the YouTube season is continuous, guys. So we will continue. Don't you worry about that, guy. Mitch gave you a sub. Look at that.
Legend, Mitch. Thank you.
Martin gave you a sub as well.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you,
guys. Big up, guys. He's a good fella too. One of the good ones around here,
You see why my head's so big, people? It's because of Jamie. I've been seeing when I pop in the comments, he's always like talking about me so nice. If my wife can talk about me the same way, my future wife, then I'll be sorted.
When you meet good people on YouTube, you keep them close. You know what I mean? It's just there's so many idiots out there, but when you find good people like yourself, and people like Rich, and people like that, keep them close, man. Keep them close. Exactly. Martin, thanks, guys. No worry, Martin. You've done well. So yeah, I'll go Arsenal, win 3-0. I think it's comfortable. Leeds remind me of a male porn star. I've said it time and time again. Leeds remind me of a male porn star. They look fantastic, but they can't finish. And that's what Leeds remind me of. And they look great on the eye. They're erratic. I've never seen a more erratic team than Leeds United. They've been a bit defensively better since Marsh has come in.
Yeah.
But I think it's just too late. I think Everton and Burnley are going to stay up and Leeds go down. These fixtures are not good.
That Chelsea game might be the big one,
Yeah, if they lose to Arsenal and they lose to Chelsea and Everton and Burnley pick up points, I think that's it. It's game over.
Yeah.
So I think Leeds will go, and they've only got themselves to blame as well. They can see goals far too easily throughout the season, and don't learn their lessons either. I mean, they play Man United 1 week, lose 5-0. A few months later, play them again, plays out the same way and get beat 6-0. It's just if you're not learning your lessons, for me, you deserve to go down. And yes, they've had injury problems. They've had a 15-year-old on the bench before this season, I believe. Well, they've had so many injury problems, but that's their owner not maybe splashing the cash where it should be, saving them coppers in case they go down. So, yeah, for me, Leeds are going to get relegated. But guys, that's been it today. Thanks everyone for a great show. Don't forget, please, right there, go and sub to him like Mitch and Martin did. Go and give him some love, guys. And I'll be back Saturday night for the watch along, guys. Can't wait for it. T, you got anything lined up?
Yeah, I got something in just about 13 minutes time. I'm doing my own Premier League preview show with my bro-in-law Ed. So yeah, jump over there. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a good fella. He's a good fella. I like Ed. I like how he comes out with his stats and stuff.
Yeah, he loves his stats. He loves numbers. He's a stat man.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. So you know what to do, guys, when we finish here, go and get a cup of tea and go over and see T's channel and watch their predictions as well and see how close we are all together. Right, guys, thank you for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow night, 7:30 for a 7:45 kickoff on the watch along, guys. Peace out, everyone, and you'll never walk alone.